I believe that some of our audience, they don't know what meyhane is.
Yes.
Exactly.
The main thing is the food that you share. They're hearty food, and with rakı, like meyhane's culture comes from rakı, like you can drink wine, whatever. And the ambience is there to like feel all your emotions, kind of thing. Like I always say it like that. There's always something.
What's going on with that flow of emotions?
Flow of emotions, yes.
What about it? How?
Like in our culture, I believe, like when people feel strong feelings, whatever that is, they like to share it, or maybe they don't like to share it. They sit at a table and then they just have this conversation with themselves.
Right.
And rakı and some mezes always go well with those emotions. I don't know why, but yeah, it works.
Hello, everyone. This is another episode of Istanbul Sour. Let's say this is a special episode of Istanbul Sour, at least special for me. Those who know me, they know how much I love meyhane, how much I love rakı. And today we have Ece. I'm not going to explain anything. Ece, go ahead. Tell us about yourself.
Of course, David. Thank you for...
It's great to have you, by the way.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm Ece. I'm one of the owners of Müsaade, and we met through Müsaade, as you know.
Right.
And yeah, that's what we do right now.
Müsaade Meyhanesi in Kadıköy.
In Kadıköy, yes.
Right, great. So let's start a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself. I mean, how did you end up with Müsaade?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, my education was something different. I studied history, and then life took its turn, and I did a lot of different stuff. And then I met my partner, Mert Efe, and that was the time when he started Müsaade. It was about 6 months or so.
What year was it?
It was in the end of 2018.
Okay.
Müsaade started in April, and then we met in December.
Right.
And then we started to walk this road together, and that's how we ended up together in Müsaade.
So Müsaade is inspired by the love between you and Efe.
I would like to think it's like that, but yeah, it started a bit earlier, so maybe he was dreaming of me or something.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
So Mert Efe's family has a restaurateur background, so that's how he always planned to do something. He loved meyhane, like we all did, but he wanted to make something that was genuine, and also it's a place where people would feel comfortable. They would know what they're going to pay when they came, kind of thing. So he created it in his hometown. It was a place that he knew.
Yeah.
So that's why it started in Kadıköy.
Nice, great. So when was the first time you felt like you want to get into this business?
Yeah. So we started dating, and
how did you guys meet?
we met through Tinder. Yeah.
Oh,
the modern way.
Tinder was successful this time.
Yeah,
see?
it was
you
successful.
Cannot judge this application every time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how we met, and then we were together, and he was working with Müsaade, and yeah, there was this management, and then there were some things that were that needed to change, and I said, let me step in, because my family has a restaurant background as well.
You both from a food family.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So Efe's family is like köfte, and my family is kebab. Clash of Turkish food.
Kebab and köfte ended up in a meyhane called
exactly.
Müsaade.
How did that happen? So I said, let me step in and let's try to work this together. And a lot of people said, don't do it. It will ruin your relationship. But it somehow grew us much
so
more
that's the
closer.
thing. I've heard that recommendations from many people. They say, do not do business with your loved ones.
Yes.
But you guys proved that it's not always correct.
Yes, exactly. Normally, I would say don't do business with relatives to everyone, because, we got burnt because of that. But in this situation, we were trying to take it to a place where it needed to be, because you have a vision for a place, but then you see that it's not fulfilling its potential, it's not coming to its place, so we wanted to do that, and it was going really well until March of 2020. Yeah.
The COVID happened.
Yeah, COVID
Pandemic happened, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So COVID happened, and then we had to close the restaurant, and we didn't have a delivery service then.
Right.
We went to a place in Bursa that FS family has, and then we went there and we worked on some recipes, as all the people did. We baked some simit, some lahmacun, yeah, some bread. Yeah,
nice.
That we would never get through, but
Nice.
yeah, we did all that, and then we said, yeah, we have to do something. We studied packaging and how we can do it. And by the way, none of our employees were left abandoned. Yeah, they all were, they weren't working, but they stayed with us. So we invited them back. Let's get into this and
Nice.
let's start delivery. So we started with our loyal customers. Yeah, and then we started in Yemek Sepeti Getir as well, and then it grew. And it made the restaurant continue, it economically, it was getting us through, with the rent and with employees' maash. Salaries.
Yeah.
So it was good. And then we opened up in 2 months, and then we closed up again. You know the story.
I know the
it
story
went on
very
like
well.
that.
Yes. Because the identity of Müsaade is quite interesting for me. It is a classic meyhane, but at the same time, contemporary ingredients and mezes.
Yes, exactly.
Can we say that?
We can say that. So in the beginning, it was a little more modernized in the sense of the recipes, like the food that Müsaade had. But then its identity came into the whole picture, let's say. And so it's something like this. We used to say yeni nesil, but when now you say yeni nesil, people understand
the music
dancing
and
on the table. Yeah.
Dancing on the table. Yeah, that's yeni nesil. And I think you don't like that.
No, because Meyhane is not like that. Meyhane
Right.
is a place to be able to chat with your friends, even if there's a music playing in the background,
Right.
which is always good. But it's like that. It's a cozy place. We try to select the people that come in. I don't know if it's it would be understood bad, but you have to do that for people to feel comfortable in a place.
Right.
Because they're kind of vulnerable. They're drinking, maybe they have a problem, maybe they're too happy, maybe they're on a date, or maybe there are 6 women and they're just there to blow off steam. So we like to keep it like that.
Right.
Even if we have to turn back some people from the door, yeah, we do that. And also with the recipes, yeah, we try to modernize it, but not in the sense that what am I eating kind of situation. So you have GR, you have the liver, but you have some small touches to it to accent, to heighten the flavor of it, not to make something that's like fusion or not like
some
that.
avocado-based type of
yeah, not avocado in everything.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's something that, they do it to modernize the recipe, but it's not that good every time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something might work like that, like a levrek varin with avocado. I've eaten in some places. Yeah, that might work, but not in everything.
I see. So let me ask you this. I believe that some of our audience, they're foreigners, and they don't know what meyhane is exactly. What is the difference between meyhane and a bar?
So meyhane is a place where you have the food. Yeah, you have the main. The main thing is the food that you share.
Right.
And they're hearty food. And with rakı, meyhane's culture comes from rakı. You can drink wine, whatever. But you always have something that goes with it. Some people don't like to eat that much with rakı. But there's always something that goes with the rakı that you have. And the ambience is... there to feel all your emotions kind of thing. I always say it like that. There's always something.
What's going on with that flow of emotions?
Flow of emotions, yes.
What about it? How?
In our culture, I believe when people feel strong feelings, whatever that is, they like to share it, or maybe they don't like to share it. They sit at a table and then they just have this conversation with themselves. Right. And rakı and some mezes always go well with those emotions. I don't know why, but it works very well. And if the ambience is right for that too, because if you go to a too crowded place or, people are dancing on tables, then you're not going to feel that thing.
Absolutely, yes.
So that's not what we want because of that. Or I'm not saying anything about yeni nesil meyhanes, but I don't believe they're meyhane. It's something else. It's like a club kind of situation. situation at some
Absolutely,
point.
yes. So actually, some of the clubs call themselves Meyhane, which is super strange for me.
Yeah, very strange. But I believe it's going to make its it's making its height, and I believe the hype is going to die down.
I see.
I believe that way.
I see. Great. And what about the music? How do you guys choose the music?
Yeah. So the music, it always grows and grows. You know, we have the Spotify list. Do you have it?
I don't have the...
you have to have the Müsaade Meyhane playlist.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be adding it right away.
Yeah, exactly. So in time, like, it started with the classics like Sezen Aksu and, you know, all the others that goes well with Rakı.
Yes.
And then in time, we continued on adding, like, a song from Mabel Matiz, a song from Sertab Erener, something that came up to our mind from the 80s. So it always grew and grew. Sometimes our customers told us, yeah, you should add this song too. So it grew like that. And right now we have Müsaade Meyhane playlist, Spotify. Yeah,
okay, nice.
We always suggested to our customers to go and have a drink, listen to that at their houses as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna add it.
Do that while you're drinking Rakı at home.
Of course, yeah. Most of my Rakı tables at home are sponsored by Müsaade Meyhane. Yes. I was gonna ask you about, you had many memories, I believe, in Müsaade. What was the most challenging day of Müsaade?
The most challenging day was the New Year's Day. You know that day too, because
I know that day. I was part of the experience. Yes.
So we were doing a delivery only because all the restaurants were closed. Everyone is at home, and the day before we started to get in the orders. And at some point, somehow we lost control of it. We took too many orders, or something happened, and then it all fell apart at around 2 to 3 p.m. because we started the deliveries at 12. By the way, we invited some more delivery people so that we can do the delivery faster. And the delivery people are waiting and no food is coming out. We ran out of hummus, we ran out of levrek marin, this and that. People are calling, they're crazy, like, oh, I'm going to set the table and I don't have
you
food.
Ruined my New Year's night.
Yeah, exactly. You ruined my night.
Not me. I was part of the list, but I was like having a good time with my friends.
Yeah, you were the more understanding one. But yeah, people were very pissed off, and we, like, at some point I just sat on the floor with a phone in my hand, and I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, okay. It was a crazy day. It was the worst. It was one of the worst days. Yeah, we had a lot of things happen.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that we're choosing people. We don't have too much bad things going on inside the restaurant. So.
Yeah, I see. And one great thing of that night was that when meza arrived to me, it was free of charge. They told me it's a gift of New Year, and I was like, to Müsaade, like the best New Year ever. While they were having a mental breakdown at Müsaade.
You know that why, right? Because some of the things that you wanted weren't available, so we replaced them with something else and sent it to you because we didn't want to leave you without food. But yeah, it was a hell of a day.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. But it would be better if you didn't say it here now. Maybe other people will want it as well.
No. Of course, it was paid. It was not a gift. Who said that?
And then something like this. Yeah.
Yes. So, what are your favorite mezes?
I like levrek marine a lot because in Müsaade we prepare it something like a ceviche. So we don't say it to a lot of the people, but normally the levrek inside our levrek marine is not cooked. It's cooked through with the citrus that's inside.
Right.
So it's very tender. The fish is very tasteable. So that's one of my favorites. And I also like our roka ekşileme.
Oh yeah,
it's the one with yogurt and
I know. Just had it on Sunday.
Yeah, so those are my favorite. I have a lot of favorites, but these are the ones that always stuck with me. Yeah.
Did you participate in crafting any of these recipes?
At At some points, Mertefe and I always had some suggestions, but normally most of the mezes came from our wonderful chefs, and some of them left and some of them came back. But we always kept their original recipes, and if there were something to add on to it, they always did that. And Efe is very good at giving feedback, so we always do a tasting before starting a new menu, like at the change of seasons, and we always talk about it. We take notes. This would be more. This would be less. This is unnecessary. Let's not put it in the menu, kind of thing.
Right.
And that's how we decide on it.
And then you change the menu by season, every season.
Yeah, it's something like that. So because the ingredients, like the season change, so we try to keep it as seasonal as possible. So you don't have to change hummus,
right?
But you can change the topping maybe.
Sure.
And also, you know.
Great hummus, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. I can give you the recipe, but I told you have to have a Thermomix.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah. There's a machine for it. You mentioned that.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. We also have this item, some rapid questions.
Okay.
Mohammed is going to ask us some questions. Are you ready, Ece?
Are you ready? Is he going to ask to you as well?
Both of us,
yeah. Then I'm ready.
Okay, rapid questions.
All right.
You have a very short amount of time to answer, so get ready. First question. What would be a terrible name for a meyhane?
Fatih.
Okay.
Muhammed.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
I'm sorry about this.
No, it's fine. Okay. Which topic should be banned from the Rakı table? Banned.
Politics.
Oh.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say crypto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was well.
Come on, Meyhane, crypto, what's going on?
Okay. When you go to a new meyhane, how do you know it's good before you order?
Playlist. I would say music and playlist.
I would say from from the employees, like the people that work there.
Okay. Which meze can you not live without? So if this meze doesn't exist, you can't go to meyhanes anymore.
It's a classic, but cacık is my favorite.
All right, next question. If there was a Rakı shortage, what liquor would be acceptable to take its place?
To take its place, wine.
Yeah, wine, yeah.
Wine table.
But it wouldn't take its place, but still, yeah.
During the shortage.
During the shortage, it would go, because the food would match well with wine.
For Middle Easterns, I would say arak. They know what I'm talking about.
Uzo as well. Like,
Uzo
but
for Greek,
it's a tricky answer. Don't do that.
Okay, wine.
Okay. What song would instantly kill the mood at a meyhane if it comes on?
İbrahim Tatlıses's. Any song.
I don't. Demet Akalın would kill the vibe. I really like anything from her, because some people really like to drink to İbrahim Tatlıses. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. Maybe some people like Demet Akalın as well. I don't know.
Okay. You can sit at a Rakı table with 5 icons, historical, famous, whatever, dead or alive. Who would you sit with?
Atatürk.
Sezen Aksu. Aydın Boysan. Metin Akpınar. Maybe like anyone that's foreigner.
Yeah, I would say no, I'm not sure. I would say Enver Pasha.
Oh.
I would say Ragip Pasha.
Freddie Mercury. Let's go all the way.
I would say İlhan Erşahin.
Okay.
He's alive, yeah.
David, give me one more.
One more.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Make the table interesting.
Yeah, we should make it interesting.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
Invite Ajdar.
No, make it that interesting.
No.
Not that interesting.
I would choose...
the guy that writes all the sad songs. What was his name?
Elliot Smith.
Hala beni seviyorsun. Bunu you don't know that, right? You know the guy? Yeah, that guy drinks Rakı so well. Yeah, I've seen some tables of him on YouTube.
Guys in the
Yeah,
comments,
I can tell you. Nuri Bilge Ceylan. For sure.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
That's a very interesting
thank
table.
you guys for your answers.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Ece, for coming to the show. It was great having you.
It was great to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course. See you guys. Please comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and see you around.